Chances are when people hear the name Suzuki, they think of motorcycles rather than cars. And if they do remember that they make cars, well, Suzuki's better known for making serviceable small cars and SUVs. But Suzuki is aiming higher with the Kizashi sedan. Suzuki bills the Kizashi as being something of a discount sports sedan, sort of like an Acura TSX, but at a lesser price. Now, the Kizashi does handle pretty well, but this isn't exactly a bargain basement BMW. Body roll is well controlled, the steering is responsive, but its heavy weighting feels a bit artificial. Also, the steering feel itself, it can be a touch vague. When pushed to its limits on our track or in emergency situations, the Kizashi does quite well. It's secure and well balanced, aided by standard stability control. The Kizashi's sports sedan credentials are hurt a bit by the performance of its 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine. Now, this engine provides adequate acceleration when mated to the continuously variable transmission in our test car. But the acceleration numbers, they're more family sedan-like than sports sedan-like. You could get a manual transmission. You can also get optional all-wheel drive. On the plus side, that CVT does help the Kizashi get pretty good fuel economy. The only negative, well, it exacerbates engine noise. You get a drone when you accelerate hard. That becomes pretty annoying. Otherwise, the Kizashi's cabin's fairly quiet inside. Isn't much wind noise, isn't much road noise. What does become annoying, though, is the ride. It's pretty stiff. There's lots of short, quick pitches. Now, things do settle out, though, and become more composed when you're on the highway. The Kizashi's dark cabin feels a bit closed in, a little bit cave-like. Now, it isn't helped by having thick windshield pillars and short side glass. The Kizashi is smaller in size than most family sedans sold here in America. To put it into perspective, the Kizashi is a world car that's sold in many markets. They typically go for smaller sedans. But here, the Kizashi is very similar in size and intent to a Volkswagen Jetta. That smaller size means the Kizashi has a fairly snug cabin. Still, there's decent room in the front, even for taller people. Although the wide center console, it does intrude into knee room. There's a tilt and telescope steering wheel, but some wish that it would adjust closer to them. The Kizashi comes very well equipped. It has a lot of features that are unusual for this price, like automatic climate control and memory for the driver's seat. Given all this content, though, it's odd that our mid-level SE version doesn't have Bluetooth. The dashboard is well finished. Plastics are nicely grained, even if the top is hard and this part is padded. The glove box, it's lined inside with a soft flocking. That's something you usually only see on upscale cars. Controls are simple. Everything's up high, big knobs, big buttons. One minor complaint though. When using the iPod control, there's not really enough characters in this screen. Makes it difficult to pick the track you want. The front seats are well bolstered and mostly supportive, although some wish the bottom cushion was a bit longer. The back seat is fairly snug. It's more like something you'd find in a compact car rather than a mid-sized family sedan. In the end, it's kind of hard to pigeonhole exactly who the Kizashi is going to appeal to. It's on the small side as a family sedan, and it's not as sporty as Suzuki wants you to think. Still, there's no denying that this is a well-finished, nicely equipped sedan for someone who's looking for a more compact car.